Welcome to Insight News Hub, your trusted source for global and geopolitical news, where we dive deep into the world's most impactful headlines. Today, we turn the spotlight to a political firestorm shaking up the Democratic Party in Washington. Former Vice President Kamala Harris's explosive new book, 107 Days, and her unexpectedly candid reflections on President Joe Biden's controversial push for a second term in the 2024 election. Kamala Harris's book is already making waves. In fact, it's the most anticipated political memoir since Barack Obama's. Set for release on September 23, 107 Days looks back at the turbulent period between Biden's withdrawal from the 2024 presidential race and Donald Trump's eventual victory. The excerpt published exclusively by The Atlantic has sent shockwaves across party lines. As Harris breaks her long-held silence and pulls no punches, Harris's sharpest critique is reserved for the decision that turned the 2024 race on its head. Biden's insistence on running again, despite growing calls for generational change. In her words, "It's Joe and Jill's decision. We all said that like a mantra, as if we'd all been hypnotized. Was it grace, or was it recklessness? In retrospect, I think it was recklessness. The stakes were simply too high. This wasn't a choice that should have been left to an individual's ego, an individual's ambition. It should have been more than a personal decision." For viewers, that's a jaw-dropping admission from someone who served loyally by Biden's side. She's not questioning his mental acuity, but the very process the party followed at such a consequential moment for America's future. According to Harris, one of the catalysts was Biden's infamous June debate performance, which she attributes to exhaustion after a grueling travel schedule, not incapacity. Still, she's clear. "If I believed that, I would have said so. As loyal as I am to President Biden, I am more loyal to my country." Her presidential campaign, one of the shortest in modern U.S. history, serves as a backdrop for Harris's case that the Democratic establishment failed to adapt and communicate effectively in the face of mounting adversity. Harris also lambasts the Biden White House for failing to adequately defend her amid relentless Republican attacks and conservative media smears. Despite having a robust communications team, Harris recalls how getting anything positive said about my work or any defense against untrue attacks was almost impossible. She alleges that Biden's inner circle worried about her rising poll numbers, fearing an unflattering contrast between the two leaders. This book throws the Democratic Party's fractures into stark relief. Party strategists face tough questions. How should Democrats rebuild trust after two successive presidential defeats and open criticism from within their own top ranks? Will Harris's honesty clear a path for her future ambitions, or will it further deepen divisions in 2028? One thing is certain. Kamala Harris has ignited a new conversation about leadership, accountability, and how the world's oldest democracy manages power at its highest levels. For all the latest in U.S. and international politics, subscribe to Insight News Hub and join the discussion below. What do you think? Was Biden's 2024 campaign recklessness, or a last stand for a seasoned statesman?